and welcome to Book Buzz, brought to you by the Peters Township Public Library. I am Miss Shannon.
And I'm Miss Linda, and here we are back with part 2 of the May events happening in the Peters Township Public Library Youth Services Department, which includes children's and young adult.
Yes.
So we have lots going on, and it's not even summer yet.
I know.
And we're already gearing up for that.
I know. I can't even think
So
about that.
I know we have it on here to even talk about. It's nauseating. Not that it's not going to be a out of this world blast, right?
Yes.
We'll talk
no
about
pun
it.
intended.
Yeah, it was intended. But I'm just not ready. The time is just flying.
Yes.
I just don't like how quickly it goes.
For sure.
But we're, of course, always busy, and we'll get right to it.
Yeah, so let's start with some Book Buzz bits with Miss Linda.
Absolutely.
Buzzing around.
Well, you know what, the last one where I showed you the Harry Potter train, I loved it, the Hogwarts Express.
Yeah,
this one's very simple. It's a very short and sweet article about the New York Public Library, which I love, their main library in New York. New York Public Library, this is for everybody that you need to know, will roll out bookmobiles this summer.
Oh, fun.
Well, look at how, I mean, it looks like
I
a
love
bookmobile, but it's like a van. I know it's kind of hard to see, like a piece of paper. I could have blown it up or something, but it's a van that looks, and it says bookmobile and has like books around the window. I think that looks like it's going to be really cool. So the New York Public Library has announced that it will soon have 3 new bookmobiles, one in the Bronx, one in Manhattan, and one in Staten Island. The Bronx bookmobile is expected to launch in June to help fill a gap created by the year-long closure of the Grand Concourse Library. The other 2, I mean, I would probably understand more if we lived in New York, but I still think it's really cool to read this of what happening in other areas.
Yeah.
Each bookmobile will have, I love this, we'll have 2 librarians on hand. So just think, if we had that here and we could be the 2 librarians on hand,
Fun.
Oh, wouldn't it? You'd just like drive around and help people pick out books and, and book talk and all the fun things that we get to do.
If the bookmobile accidentally hit on 79 South going to the beach, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, right. Oh, we took the wrong exit. Darn. Well, we would just do our magic in the beach. People can request and browse books. They can sign up for library cards and access reader services. One of the best parts, this is according to a New York Public Library intern, said that one of the best parts of being a librarian is engaging with New Yorkers, and this mobile library will give us new opportunities to do just that. The bookmobiles will also make scheduled stops at local community hubs like schools and senior centers, which is cool. And we know that when kids and adults see the bookmobile coming, they'll get excited to indulge in their next read, and we can't wait to get started. So they're getting all primed up in New York for a bookmobile, which is really cool because I like how they said that they'll be real excited to go to see the kids and the adults. What's going on in my head right now is I want to hear it ting 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 like the ice cream truck does. Little songs, and you hear it and these little bells, and here comes the ice cream truck. They have to do something. Wouldn't that be cool if they had some sort of magical sound that, oh, here comes the bookmobile.
Yeah.
I think that's cool.
I think
I'm on it. Mm-hmm. I'm on it.
Okay.
We'll see what I can find for them. We need something, I don't know.
Would stand out.
So, something magical. We have to figure it out. But I think that's cool.
Oh, yeah. I think so.
New York, congratulations, New York.
On your bookmobiles.
On your bookmobiles. I think it's awesome.
I want to go. I want to drive one.
Wouldn't that be cool? Mm-hmm. I would love to to drive it, pull over. Hey, kids, you need a book. Yeah.
That sounds so fun.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So
that was it.
Continuing on with our... Last episode we talked about National Children's Book Week, and we were going to be kickstarting our the first part of our Jim O'Brien program that week, and then we're going to be continuing it on in the middle of May. So, you want to talk a little bit more for those maybe who missed our first episode about what that is?
Because what it is, and I brought a blurb on it too that we had put together for it in celebration of National Book Week. It's going to be a 2-part pen pal writing workshop. It's not like you're going to become pen pals with Jim O'Brien, but it's just more used as a reference of the importance of writing. You know, I remember, I grew up in the era of pen pals.
I had a
like
pen pal.
out of country pen pals.
That's cool.
Yeah, there was a big thing when I was young, and I remember how cool it was to get these really cool envelopes and, you know, with different stamps and things. I wish I still had all of that. I don't know what would have ever happened. But that was before all of social media,
Right.
you know, now. And part of the downfall of social media, I think, and I think that this is what Jim O'Brien wants to get across, is we forget how to write, and we don't really, writing becomes a lost art. You're not writing the letters anymore necessarily. You know, you might send out cards, or, you know, and writing's important. You know, all these kids are going to have to become better writers for college.
Yeah.
You know, better writers for your careers. You do a lot of writing. I do a lot of writing. You have to, you know, for everything that we do. Well, Jim is going to make it fun. At this point of this airing of this show will be the second part of his Pen Pals writing workshop
Right.
on the 15th, and that's at 6:30 to 7:30. It'll be in the young adult library. If you did not make the first one, and you're interested, I would absolutely still come to the second
Yes.
one. You still get a chance. And again, like we said at the last one, this is a free program. You are getting a free, it's for teens and tweens, free opportunity to work with a renowned, established author.
Right.
For free. Again, it's like, oh my gosh, you know,
Right.
teach us.
Yeah.
And he's doing it out of the goodness of his heart, you know, just to spread the love of writing. So he's gonna, you know, that's what he's gonna do. He had pen pals and wrote to them, and, you know, he just wants to make us feel smarter and more confident in all ways when we learn how to be able to write and tell our own stories.
Yeah.
You know, and you tell your own stories, you know, by being able to write and write them.
Right.
Write stuff down.
I think it's going to be awesome.
I
I
know.
can't wait to hear how it goes.
Me too.
It'll be a lot
I'll
of
be there.
fun. Yes.
Okay.
A lot of fun. Well, family movie night, we do that usually the third Thursday in May, and I'm super excited for this
popcorn in
one.
town.
It is the best free popcorn
Free
in town.
pop-
Let's
oh,
rephrase
yes.
that. Best free
Free.
popcorn in town. I'm really excited though for this month because we're gonna be showing Mary Poppins Returns. I love Mary. I love Mary Poppins. I love that character. I love the book. I love you know, the original movie with Julie Andrews, and the sequel I did have a chance to see, which I never go to movies, and I did get a chance to see it, and it is so much fun. It really is. The new music's great. You know, Lin-Manuel Miranda's in it, and it's just so much fun. So I'm really excited to show that and to give some musical experience to our families in Peters here. So that's going to be on May 16th at 6:30. So come watch Mary Poppins. Bring something comfy to, if you want to bring like a blanket or a pillow to snuggle up with on the floor, you can. We'll have some popcorn. It'll be a lot of fun.
You know, speaking of which, and I won't name the theater, but there's a theater in town north of the cities that, now our stuff is all free. Now, for the one that I'm about to talk about, they charge. It's a nominal charge. They just do this like to get the kids in and stuff. They're doing, I believe it's going to be on a Saturday. They're going to show Mary Poppins and then Mary Poppins Returns.
Oh,
and it's
fun.
only, you know, nominal fee to get in. And when you go to their shows, they do a lot of concerts. All their like their little munchies and things are like $1. You
Yeah.
know, they don't try to, you know,
Right.
squeeze everything out of you. Because back to the Mary Poppins, because it's so popular, and I thought, wouldn't that be fun, the back-to-back?
Yeah.
But that makes for a long day for kids.
Yeah.
You know?
That'd have to be an older kid, I think.
Yeah, because you're talking
those are both
almost
longer
5
movies.
hours,
Yeah.
worth of movies. So
Yeah.
that'll be fun.
I would
and
like
free,
to sit and watch Mary Poppins all day though
Yeah.
myself.
free, and
Yeah.
great free popcorn.
Yes. So come for that for May 16th. All right. So last year
All right.
we did this because I found out about it on the internet, and if you read on the internet, you know it has to be true. That May 17th is National Pizza Party Day. And first of all, I love pizza.
Of course.
I love parties.
Well,
I love pizza
yeah.
parties.
Yeah. A party and pizza.
Yeah, that was always like, I remember like in CCD, like they like you would earn a pizza party at the end of the year or whatever. Like that was like
and that's funny. That's exactly what we're doing with our kids next week.
Yeah.
It's pizza party.
Yeah. So
what, you're making a pizza?
I'm making you pizza.
Thank you.
Yeah, look at this. Oh, jeez. I have every topping you could possibly want.
Oh, good.
And I have my cutter.
Oh.
So
do I get to?
So if you come to the library, now this is wooden pizza. This is just for display only. We will have real pizza at the library.
Oh, okay. What day? When is
that? On Friday, May 17th from 3 to 5. Come in while supplies last.
Okay.
We'll have Poppin' Pizza in the teen room for National Pizza Party Day.
Nice.
So we did it last year. It was a lot of fun, and I'm happy to have that be a tradition because I like pizza.
Right, exactly. Hey, feed them and they will come.
Yeah, so free pizza. So what's your favorite flavor?
Well, I would love to have you know what my favorite is? I love pepperoni mushroom.
Okay.
So can I have both? I get both?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
This one has broccoli on it. I think that's unusual. I've never heard of broccoli pizza, but you know.
Hey. Yeah, but
the play food at the
like the ham
dollar
and the
section at Target, you just don't know what you're going to get. Yeah.
So I could do like, you know, the commercials, like put the chocolate with the peanut butter. You got chocolate on my peanut butter. You got peanut butter on my chocolate. So I can combine. You got pepperoni. So I like them together.
Yeah, I do too. It's a good combination. Right. I agree with you. I like green peppers too on my pizza. I like the Hawaiian too with the with the pineapple and the ham. Yeah, that's good. I don't know what it was about Hawaii. Somebody just made a joke of something I was watching about Hawaiian pizza, and they're like, "Oh, really? Hawaiians already ruined pizza," because I guess they didn't like that kind of pizza.
Oh, really?
It was funny. Oh. I don't remember what even it was though, but it was funny at the time.
Yeah, it's kind of like to each his own.
Yeah,
whatever
for
you
sure.
like.
I just like pizza. I mean, it can just be plain cheese pizza too. I mean,
same
Pizza's good.
Yep.
So. Teen Pizza Party Day, May 17th, 3 o'clock. Be there. Free pizza, real pizza, not wooden pizza.
Okay. All right, I'll be there. Will you have pepperoni mushroom?
Sure.
Or are you just going to do all cheese?
I might probably do like cheese, pepperoni, standard kind of stuff.
Okay.
You know, those are probably like always the wins.
Okay.
But if I have to get a special pizza customized for Miss Linda, I guess.
Well, customized maybe for the staff, and I'm sure the whole staff would love pepperoni mushroom. I just feel that way. I'm feeling that.
That's what you have a pretty solid feeling on that one.
I do. All right, the Tween Book Club.
Yes, I'm excited about this choice you have
here.
Yeah,
me too. This is the last choice, Orphan Train Girl for the spring, because next time when we're together, when we talk about all of our summer programs, you know, it's all theme related to the Universe of Stories. We'll be talking about that. But Orphan Train Girl is the children's version, or I hate to say children.
Edition.
Young reader. Okay, that's the word I was looking for. Young readers edition of Orphan Train, which was a great adult novel. And this brings it down to child's level, young readers level, to understand the issues with the orphan trains that existed, and how they brought the kids, cross country or in from other countries, and what they did with them, and the picking and the choosing of how they, where they go and how they work. What I loved about this one too is besides, what else I like? Just kind of really aside. Well, I'll tell you that in a minute. What I liked in here is they show some pictures, some actual pictures from that time in 1924. But they have this picture in here, a rare photograph of an entire train of children on its way to Kansas. Wow. So they have these pictures in there. When you look at it,
they're all hanging out of there.
Look at that. They're on top. They're inside. They're hanging. It's like, wow, like a circus train that you'd expect to see all these animals and something you've seen when Barnum Bailey comes to town, just loaded with kids. And how scary that must have been for the kids. You're just shipped off to find a place to live.
Or a lot of times for working.
Well, it was mostly about, making it useful and teaching the kids values by, teaching them to work, but or getting them to work. But sometimes their experiences weren't all that good. But what I loved about the end of this particular issue, mother-daughter book club questions.
Oh, cool.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Like, I love, we've read you know, in your book clubs too, that in our book club books, many times they will have questions at the end of the book, you know, that book clubs can go through and use this for discussion. I just had book group last night, and we went through it and for discussion. But I love the idea that they said mother-daughter.
Yeah.
You know, there's something to be, we should try, you know, it just has me brainstorming right now. We've done all kinds of book clubs. Maybe we should see over the summer if a mother-daughter book club would work.
Yeah, because the mom could have read the adult version of that book.
Exactly.
Right.
And then read this.
Yeah.
And then the two of them, you know, answer their questions and stuff. And we could, you know, I think that would be great to have at the library and hear the discussions from the adults and the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was just talking last week to a tween-aged girl that put her name on there, or that she wants to come, and her mom's real excited for her to be reading this for that exact reason, because the mom read Orphan Train.
Right.
So that's it. This is
that's
good. This is a winner.
Yeah.
Christina Baker Klein.
Yeah.
You know,
I read that a couple years ago. It was a really good one. So that should be cool.
I think so.
And speaking of tweens, we have our tween science program, Spark Science with Tweens. Our last one of the year is going to be on May 16th. Excuse me, at 4 o'clock. Oh my gosh.
So time of the afternoon. Drink some sugar.
Yeah. So please join us for that. We'll have a lot of fun doing some really neat hands-on science experiments. So I know in April we're going to be making cells out of food, cakes, making cells out of cake, which should be fun.
That's really fun.
Yeah, and I don't know what they have in mind for May, but I'm sure it's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
They were doing how, like, if you closed your eyes, like how things tasted different when you were doing Starburst, or if you held your nose. Like they do a lot of really fun stuff. Yeah, so a lot of fun stuff for Spark Science with Tweens.
Okay.
So make sure you come. It's the last one. If you haven't come to any of them, you still have time. Like they don't. You can come to just one, or like whatever you have time to come to. So you don't have to come to all of them. So join us.
And they're right
May
after
16th.
school.
Yeah. 4
See,
o'clock.
that's what I like about like our tween things and our teen things. It's right after school.
Right.
So, you know, if you are at the middle school or McMurray, you're walking over and you're here for the programs, and gives you something to kind of release all the angst from being in school all day.
Yeah.
You know, just kind of chill and unwind. You know, even with Spark, that it's dealing with science, but it's fun science stuff.
Yeah,
it's not like you're gonna, you know,
take notes and write. Yeah.
Exactly. No, you're gonna eat Starbursts, and you know, I love it. I just have always loved that idea of Spark. I think it's been great.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun, and then it's all ran by teens. So that's I think also for me the really cool part about it is that, you know, our tweens get to see these teenagers in this leadership role, and I think that's really cool too.
Right, I agree. So well, we've been kind of alluding to it a little bit throughout the show. And I have a feeling next time when we are here filming for, I hate to even say it, for June, we will be premiering our shirts, right?
Yeah. Modeling our new summer
Our
reading
new
shirts.
Universe of Stories is the summer theme. It's a national theme by the Library Association that libraries can choose to use as their theme or not.
Right, and we usually do.
We usually do, and the reason being is the support from the National Library Association or the American Library Association is phenomenal.
Yeah.
They offer so many resources for us because they can do it on such a mass quantity if everybody's doing it, where we can, you know, get supplies for the program, you know, shirts at lower cost than if we went out and tried to do our own themes. And they put so much work in.
Yes. They put planning programs,
research,
and
they put together manuals. Not that we have to follow, and many times we don't follow, verbatim, but it just
helps us get started.
Yeah, gives us a theme, and then we go, and then what we choose to do, and especially what we choose to do with each age group.
Right.
You know, because you're going to do it a different way than I'm going to do it, then Sydney's going to do it, or you know, we all have our ways of how we'll keep the theme in all of our programs.
I know, but it's a fun one.
It is. So, having said all of that, oh my gosh, Saturday, June 8th, I know we're saying it already, 11:30 to 1, it is going to be our summer reading program kickoff, which means you're going to come in and for the big price of $5 for the entire summer, which is basically token,
Right.
if you even want to call it anything.
Right.
I mean, there's so much money that goes into this program. That's nothing. It's just a token thing to help out. But another reason, besides registering, the other reason for coming that day is, what are we having
Kickoff
going
party.
on?
Oh my gosh, it's gonna be one of our best kickoff party.
I know.
yet, I feel like.
That's the way.
We're gonna have
That
Jet
owl.
from Ready Jet Go is gonna be here, so you can come and meet Jet. And
Good
a lot
old
of stuff-
QED.
Yes, a lot of stuff that we're doing in a lot of our programs will be using Jet because there's a lot of really great resources that our grant with WQD provides us with, which having Jet come as part of that. So you can come and meet Jet Proportions from Ready Jet Go, and then at noon, we are going to have magician Al Mazing doing a alien magic show for
Yeah,
us.
that is
I am
gonna
so
be-
excited. He is awesome. We had him in November. He cracked me up the entire time.
I'm so excited.
He's gonna be so fun. You love magic.
Oh my gosh, yes. Go ahead, try to fool me. You know,
yeah,
I
he's
love,
good.
love it.
He's so funny, and he had so many great one-liners that some would be like, and they were all appropriate, but some the parents are gonna get to. So
Parents are howling and the
Yeah.
kids are going, huh?
Yeah, but like the kid, I
they're
never
be-
seen a group of kids laughing so much at one time. Like we were laughing at them laughing. Like
Yeah.
we were like, oh my gosh, this guy is awesome. He really is amazing. So we have him coming at
Yeah.
noon on for the kickoff. So we're really excited.
Yeah.
So you can come meet Jet. He'll be hanging out throughout,
Oh, wow.
in and out, and and then Al
Amazing.
Mazing will be there too. So
That's
a lot
a
of fun
big
stuff.
day.
Yeah. It's going to be a busy day. I'm excited for it though. It's gonna be a
Oh,
lot
I
of
know.
fun.
I'm glad. Yeah, we haven't had such a wild and crazy kickoff in a while,
Yeah.
so we were overdue to have a fun one.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to
Well,
it.
last year our kickoff was most well attended than it had been in a long time. So
Yeah.
hopefully we'll have that same attendance, and then also now that we're offering all these additional things,
Yeah.
maybe even more. I think it's gonna be awesome.
Oh yeah, and the
So-
theme is great. Last year the theme was music, which we loved. You
Right.
know, libraries rock. Went really well. I think this one's gonna fly just as well. You know, the universe theme.
Space is fun for sure.
Yeah. So okay, you know what? Last time I was showing all my books on the last episode, and I got to show. You know, I have a picture book I can show later, and I showed my tween things. So I see you have
I have a
nice,
couple to show.
Yeah, a
So
nice little handful.
This one I'm personally most excited about. This is the third
Brand
and
new?
final book, brand new, hot off the press, from the Alex and Eliza trilogy. This one's called All for One. It takes place in in the first book is Alex and Eliza, is by Alexander Hamilton and Eliza Schuyler meet and they're dating, and then at the end they get married. In the second one, Love and War, so now he's off at war a lot. And they're newlyweds, so they're dealing with him being in war and also adjusting to being newlyweds. Now the revolution is kind of starting to slow down, and they're home, and they're getting ready to start their family. They're also bringing in Liza's brother is going to live with them, as well as another character, I forget who, that they're bringing in that Eliza's trying to hook up with her brother. So it's really sweet stories. It's all, Alexander's really, really sweet in this. This is what my friend calls Act 1 Alexander Hamilton, because in Act 2, he makes some not so great choices.
Yeah.
If you've seen the musical or know
Right.
anything about it.
Right.
So this is Act 1, Alexander.
Yeah, not so great, I'll say, is putting it mildly.
So All for One, this is going to be the third and final book in the trilogy. I'm really excited about them. I love the first two. They were a lot
Yeah,
of
I
fun.
did too. And how long has it been since?
A year.
It's been 1 year?
Yeah,
Okay.
they came out April.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, because for me, I loved them too. I did. I feel like I have to refresh my memory a little bit to be able to move on to
Right.
the next one. But I'm excited too because
Yeah.
I really did enjoy that.
Yeah,
those books.
They're really cute. So
Yeah.
this is it's written for teens, but again, adults are enjoying it too because with the popularity of the musical Hamilton, a lot of people are like wanting to learn more about their story. And I will say that Melissa De La Cruz really does do her research. These are fiction, but she does base them a lot upon what actually did happen. So they are historical fiction, but a lot of it is true. So
Right.
very cool. So that's All for One. And then Dumplin' is our teen book club book for May. So that will be on May 4th. I read this book when it first came out, and I recently just watched the Netflix movie.
Yeah.
I love Dumplin'.
I did too.
Did you watch the movie? I love it.
They did
so
a good job
much.
with the movie. I liked the character.
Yes.
Like
My gosh.
who they picked as the characters.
Yes. I mean, and I'm a big Dolly Parton fan personally, so the book has all kinds of Dolly references.
Yep.
The movie definitely has a lot of Dolly references. So we're going to be talking about Dumplin'. This is about a girl, and she's on the heavier side, and her mom is a very famous small town beauty pageant queen.
I was going to say, pageant queen.
Yes. And but Willow Dean doesn't really have the figure to be a pageant queen, and so her and her friends decide they're kind of going to boycott this pageant by joining the pageant. And then they actually really enjoy being involved in the pageant. It's a really great story.
It is a great story.
It is. And then the sequel, Puddin', which is about, so in the book, there's another heavier set girl that is also in the pageant, joined the pageant with them, and she ends up placing in the pageant, and her name was Millie, and now the sequel, Puddin', which just came out at the beginning of not too long ago, is about her story.
I didn't know that. I want to read that.
So this is Dumplin'.
I like that.
Yeah, we're going to talk about Dumplin', and then Puddin' is the sequel. So check out both. We have both at the library.
Cool. We only have less than a minute.
Okay.
But I mean, we can talk more books. But I just had this thought of something that we forgot to mention that I want to mention.
Yes, I'm thinking this. They're thinking the same thing. Me.
We will be closed on Sundays. On Sundays. Starting the first Sunday in May.
May 5th, yeah.
Yeah, so just keep that in mind, those that were used to coming in. We were mostly concerned about the teens that come in.
Right.
There are a lot of teens that come in on Sundays, and they do their group activities. We will be closed on Sundays starting the first Sunday in May, and that will go through till Labor Day.
Yes.
So that new hours, just want to throw that out there. Okay.
Yes.
And I know we're going to.
Okay, you end then. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking about Mother's Day before, last thing, but this thing, Forever or a Day, one of those more beautiful, heart-wrenching, that really sweet stories, what is it? Is it a drum beat? Is it a wildly wagging tail? Perhaps it's a ghost. Is it forever or a day? A poignant conversation as elegant as a poem, as perfectly paced as a mystery. Sarah Jacoby captures the paradox of time. It's just a sweet, and it makes you think about forever or a day, like one day at a time kind of thing.
Oh, nice.
So brand new.
Nice.
Brand new. Pulled it right off the shelf. So
very cool.
Yeah, I just wanted to throw a new picture book in there.
Okay.
So is that it?
I think we're running out of time here.
Okay.
So probably just wrap it
my
up.
gosh, then we have to say here, we'll see you for June.
Yep.
And we'll be in our our
matching
shirts and talking space.
Yeah.
Oh, I've already got a surprise lined up for you.
Okay, great.
We never tell each other.
Are we gonna go on a shuttle?
Oh, wouldn't that be cool? You know what? I'm hoping by the time we get together again that our decorations are up.
Yep.
Yeah, we will. That'll be the end of May. So, all right, we'll see you next time.
See ya.
See you for Universe of Stories.